Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to pause for a moment. Close your eyes if you need to. Take a deep breath. Let's ground ourselves in this moment because this moment right here is where change begins. You see, many of us are carrying the weight of yesterday, dragging the chains of our past mistakes, our failures, our regrets. But let me tell you this, you are not your past. The power to rewrite your story lies in the choices you make today. And today we're going to talk about a truth that will transform your life from nothing. You can create something extraordinary. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take a moment to truly be present with me. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just stop for a second. Close your eyes if you need to, take a deep breath, and feel the air fill your lungs. Inhale, hold it, and exhale slowly. Notice how each breath, each inhale and exhale, is an opportunity to begin again. That's right, this moment right here, right now, is where change begins. For many of us, change can seem like a distant dream, something that belongs to others, not to us. We tell ourselves stories about our lives, stories that are often filled with regret, disappointment, and fear. Maybe you feel like the weight of your past is dragging you down. Maybe you failed before, maybe you've made mistakes that still haunt you. Maybe you're standing in the shadow of what could have been, and it feels impossible to break free from that. But here's the truth I want you to hear today, you are not your past. Your past doesn't define you, your present moment, the choices you make right now define who you are. The moment you decide that today is the day you can change, everything changes. Think about that for a moment. Change is not something that happens in the distant future. It doesn't come in some magical moment when everything finally aligns. It happens right here, right now, in this very moment when you decide that you are ready to move forward. You are not bound by the limitations of yesterday's mistakes. You are free to become whoever you choose to be. What does that mean? It means that no matter where you're starting from, no matter how much you feel like you have nothing right now, you have the power to create something extraordinary. You see, nothing is not a barrier, it's an opportunity. It's a blank canvas, a fresh page in the book of your life. And on this page, you are the author. The world may have told you that success, wealth, happiness, or fulfillment are only for the fortunate few, but I am here to tell you that this is a lie. Everyone has the potential to transform their lives, to rise above their circumstances, to manifest the life they dream of. But that transformation begins in your mind. It begins with a shift in how you see yourself and your possibilities. Too often we get trapped in the story of our past, in the cycle of believing that we are victims of our circumstances. We get stuck thinking that our past mistakes, the things we've gone through, or even the things others have said about us, are unchangeable truths. But the reality is that your past is just that, the past. It no longer holds power over you unless you allow it to. The power of change lies in the thoughts you choose to think right now. Think about it, thoughts create emotions, and emotions create actions. Every thought you have today is shaping your tomorrow. The question is, are you thinking thoughts that are empowering, that fuel the vision of the person you want to become? Or are you reinforcing the belief that you are stuck, limited, or defined by what happened before? When you understand this, it becomes clear that change is not only possible, it is inevitable. And that change doesn't require grand gestures or perfect circumstances. It starts with small, intentional choices. You begin to break free from the thought patterns that hold you back. You replace doubt with belief, fear with courage, and inaction with purpose. You choose to create a future based on the person you want to become, not the person you once were. But here's where the magic happens. It's not about waiting for life to give you permission. It's about recognizing that you are the creator of your life. The life you want to live, the version of yourself you dream about, it already exists in potential. It's waiting for you to claim it. That's the gift of starting from nothing. You don't have to be constrained by what has come before. You don't have to be bound by what others think or expect of you. You are free to become whoever you choose. So I ask you to step into this moment of power. Forget about the past. Forget about the mistakes, the failures, the times you didn't measure up. What matters is right now, this moment when you can decide to change, to step into a new version of yourself, and to create something from what seems like nothing. You hold the pen, you hold the power, and you are the author of your own story. Now, let's begin writing a new chapter. I want you to really feel this for a moment. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Just let the weight of everything around you drop away, if only for a second. You are here. You are present. You are alive. And this moment right now, this very breath, is where everything can begin. There is an undeniable power in this moment. And I want you to understand something deeply. This moment is the key to everything you desire. We live in a world where we are constantly pulled between the past and the future. The past often weighs us down, reminding us of what we've done wrong, where we've fallen short, the mistakes we've made. It's easy to think that those past failures define who we are today. But I am here to tell you that is simply not true. The past has no power unless you allow it to. And here's the truth: the moment you let go of the past and fully embrace the present, you unlock the power to transform your life. You can choose who you are becoming, starting right now. Now, I know that sounds simple, but change can be intimidating. Many of us feel like we're stuck in a place we can't escape from. Maybe we've been told we're not good enough, that we don't have the resources, the talent, or the opportunities to create something new. But let me remind you of something powerful: your starting point does not matter. Whether you have everything or nothing, the possibility for transformation exists within you. And no matter where you start, change is always possible. In fact, when you feel like you have nothing, when you feel like you're starting from scratch, this can actually be the perfect place to begin. You are not weighed down by the baggage of too many expectations or old stories. There are no constraints or limits on what you can create. This is your blank canvas. This is the moment where you have the freedom to dream without boundaries. And it all begins with how you think about yourself and your future. Change happens in your mind first. You see, everything around you, everything in your life right now, was once a thought. Every material thing, every success, every opportunity, it started with a thought. And those thoughts created emotions. Those emotions inspired actions. And those actions shaped the reality you now experience. The same is true for you. If you want to change your life, you must first change the way you think. Your thoughts are incredibly powerful. When you think about yourself in a limited way, when you see yourself as a victim of circumstance, you are unknowingly keeping yourself stuck. But the moment you shift your thinking, the moment you begin to believe that you have the power to create something different, that's when the magic begins. The universe will begin to align with that belief. The opportunities you need will start to appear. You will be led to the people, the resources, and the circumstances that can help you bring your vision to life. But it all starts with you and your thoughts. I want you to think about this. Your future is not a distant event that will somehow happen later. It's already here. It exists right now as a possibility, a vision in your mind waiting to unfold. It's waiting for you to claim it. But in order to do that, you must change your relationship with time. You must stop seeing your future as something out of reach. You have the power to step into it now. But that doesn't mean it will always be easy. There will be challenges along the way. There will be moments of doubt, moments when you question whether you are capable of the change you seek. But let me remind you, those challenges are not obstacles. They are opportunities. Adversity is the vehicle that will carry you to your greatest growth. It is the teacher that will show you just how strong and resilient you really are. Don't shy away from discomfort. Lean into it. Allow yourself to grow, to stretch, to evolve. And most importantly, don't wait for everything to be perfect. Perfection is a myth. What matters is progress, consistent daily steps toward your vision. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. Every action, every effort you put in compounds over time. Success is built one small decision, one small step at a time. It's not about waiting for everything to fall into place. It's about moving forward in spite of the uncertainty. Let's talk about gratitude for a moment. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you can use to manifest your dreams. When you start to appreciate where you are, even if it's not where you want to be, you send a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive more. Gratitude shifts your mindset from lack to abundance. It helps you to see the opportunities around you, to recognize the blessings that are already present. So I encourage you today, right now, to let go of the past, to stop defining yourself by your mistakes or missed opportunities. Take a moment to reflect on where you are and where you want to go, and then take one small step toward that future. Believe that you are worthy of everything you desire, and know that from nothing, you can create something extraordinary. Take a moment to pause and really absorb this moment. Close your eyes if you need to. Take a deep breath and center yourself. Let everything else fall away just for a few seconds. It's so easy to get lost in the noise of life, to be consumed by everything that demands your attention. But right now you are here, you are present, you are breathing. And this moment right now is a powerful opportunity for change. The beauty of the present moment is that it's always available to you. It's not dependent on circumstances or events. It's something you can tap into at any time. And in this moment, I want you to realize something profound. This is where everything can begin. The power to change, to grow, and to transform lies within you. And yet, so many people hold themselves back from stepping into their own greatness. Why? Because they carry the weight of their past, the mistakes, the failures, the things they wish they had done differently. We often look at our lives through the lens of what we have or haven't accomplished, what we've lost or missed out on. And it can make us feel like we're starting from a place of lack. But let me tell you this, starting from nothing is not a curse, it's a gift. When you feel like you have nothing, you're not burdened by the expectations or limitations that come with what you've already built. You're free to create from a place of pure potential. You're not locked into a predefined path. And that is incredibly powerful. Think about it, you can create anything you want because you are starting with a blank slate. You can decide right now that your story is going to be different. You can let go of the narrative that has held you back, the idea that you are somehow not enough, or that your circumstances define your worth. The truth is, you have the ability to rewrite your story at any time. The only thing that stands in your way is the belief that your past or your current situation has control over your future. But the reality is this, your future is not bound by your past. It's waiting for you to step into it. And the only way you can do that is by realizing that change starts from within. It starts with the way you think, the way you perceive your potential, and the way you see the world around you. You see, the way we think shapes everything in our lives. Our thoughts create our emotions, and our emotions lead us to take action. If we're constantly thinking that we're not enough, or that we don't have what it takes, we're likely to feel discouraged and paralyzed by fear. But when we change those thoughts, when we begin to believe that we have the power to create something new, that is when transformation begins. Your mind is a powerful tool, and it's always working, whether you're conscious of it or not. It's shaping your reality day by day with every thought you think. The beauty of this is that you can choose what to think. You can choose to believe that you are capable of achieving the life you desire, no matter where you're starting from. And the moment you make that choice, you begin to tap into a power that has always been within you. It's not some far-off goal you have to reach someday in the future. It's here, now. And the key to unlocking it is belief. Belief in yourself, belief in your vision, and belief in your ability to create something from nothing. Now, I know that this can feel overwhelming. Change isn't always easy, and it often comes with discomfort. There will be moments when you doubt yourself, moments when it feels like you're not making progress. But remember, this growth happens in the discomfort. The discomfort is where you stretch and expand. It's where you break free from the limitations you've placed on yourself. Every time you push through a challenge, you are growing stronger. Every time you face your fear, you are becoming the person you were meant to be. But the key is to take consistent action, no matter how small. Change doesn't happen in one giant leap, it happens in the small, consistent steps you take every single day. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect conditions. It's about moving forward, even when it feels uncertain. It's about trusting that every step, every choice is bringing you closer to your vision. And as you move forward, practice gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you can use to attract more abundance into your life. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you shift your energy. You begin to see the opportunities that are already in front of you. Gratitude opens your heart and your mind, and it shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. So let go of the belief that your past defines you. Let go of the fear that you're not enough, or that you're too far behind to catch up. From nothing, you can create anything. You have the power to shape your future, to create the life you've always dreamed of, starting from right here, right now. Embrace the unknown, step into the discomfort, and trust that everything you need is already within you. The only thing standing between you and the life you desire is the belief that it is possible. And once you believe, nothing can stop you. Take a deep breath for me. Inhale slowly. And as you exhale, feel the weight of the world lift off your shoulders, just for a moment. This is your time. This is your moment to realize something profound. You are exactly where you need to be, right now. I want you to understand this: the power to transform your life is not somewhere in the future, waiting for the right moment. It is here, in this very second, in the choices you make right now. The key to unlocking the life you've always dreamed of is not external. It's within you, and it starts with the decision to change your perception of what's possible. There's a concept many of us struggle with: the idea that where we are today is all we're ever going to be. We carry around the weight of our past, believing that it defines us, believing that the choices we've made in the past somehow determine our future. But I want to challenge that belief. Your past does not define your future. In fact, the moment you realize that you can choose differently, everything changes. The life you desire, the person you want to become, is not some far-off dream. It's already inside you, just waiting for you to step into it. If you've ever felt like you've got nothing, no resources, no support, no clear path ahead, take a moment to recognize something important. Starting from nothing is not a disadvantage, it's a blank canvas. When you feel like there's nothing, you're not bound by expectations, not confined by the weight of what others think you should be. You are free, free to create, free to build, free to reimagine everything that you are and everything that you want your life to become. Most people are afraid to step into the unknown because of fear. They're afraid they'll fail, afraid they'll make mistakes, afraid of what others might think. But let me tell you, this failure is not the enemy. In fact, failure is one of your greatest allies. It's through failure that you learn, that you grow, that you discover new ways of thinking and being. The path to greatness is not a straight line. It's a journey filled with ups and downs, with challenges and victories. And with every step, you are evolving, becoming stronger, more resilient. You are not stuck in your current situation. Your life is not the sum of your mistakes or limitations. It is the sum of the choices you make right now. Every thought you think, every decision you make, has the power to change your trajectory. But it begins with one thing: belief. You must believe that you have the power to create the life you want. And the moment you believe, you begin to align with the energy of possibility. Here's the truth: the universe doesn't hold back from you. It doesn't say you can have this, but not that it doesn't decide who is worthy of success. No, the universe works in alignment with your beliefs. When you believe that you are worthy of something better, you send out an energy that attracts the opportunities, the people, and the experiences that match that belief. Your thoughts are magnetic; they pull into your life whatever energy you send out into the world. I know it's easy to look around and feel discouraged, to feel like you're not moving forward fast enough, or like the obstacles are too big to overcome. But don't fall into that trap. Success is not about perfection. It's not about getting everything right. It's about consistency. Small, consistent actions taken every day, even when it feels like nothing is changing, will eventually create massive results. The journey is what matters. The person you become in the process is more important than the end goal itself. Think about this for a moment. If you can embrace this idea that change starts with you, that your life doesn't have to be defined by your past, and that you can create anything from nothing, then you've already taken the first step. That's the hardest part, acknowledging that you have the power to change your circumstances. From there, it's about consistently choosing the path of growth. Even on days when you feel discouraged, even when things don't seem to be going your way, continue taking those small steps. Keep moving forward. Every action, no matter how small, is a step toward the life you are creating. But don't forget to practice gratitude along the way. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces you can align with. When you are grateful for what you have right now, even if it's not everything you want, you shift your energy. Gratitude brings you into alignment with abundance, and it opens your heart and mind to the possibilities that exist around you. The more grateful you are, the more you will attract. You are not defined by your past, your failures, or the challenges you faced. You are the creator of your own future. And from nothing, you can create something extraordinary. The choice is yours. You have the power to shape your destiny, to create the life you dream of. So today, step into your power. Let go of the belief that you're limited by what's already happened, and start creating the life you were always meant to live. Take a moment to really sit with this thought: you are not bound by what has happened in your life so far. The struggles, the failures, the moments where you felt you were not enough, those do not define you. The past is simply a series of experiences that you have learned from, not a set of chains that keep you locked in place. In fact, those very experiences can become the foundation for something greater. They can become the lessons that propel you forward into the life you have always dreamed of creating. But the key to unlocking that future lies in one powerful realization: you have the power to change your story. When you feel like you're starting from nothing, it can feel overwhelming. The world tells us we need to have everything figured out, that we need to come from privilege, that success is only for the lucky few. But the truth is, the most remarkable success stories are often born from the most humble beginnings. The most successful individuals didn't start with everything. In fact, they often started with very little, and sometimes with absolutely nothing. And it's not because they had more talent or better circumstances, it's because they made a choice. They chose to believe that from nothing, they could create something. The beauty of having nothing is that you are not weighed down by what you've already built. You're not constrained by the limits of past successes or the expectations of others. You are free. Free to create, to dream, to go after what you want without the baggage that comes with being tied to something that no longer serves you. The space of nothingness is where possibility resides. It's where the seeds of greatness are planted. And just like a seed that has no outward signs of growth at first, your potential, your dreams, and your vision are already waiting inside you, ready to bloom as soon as you plant the right thoughts and actions. But here's the thing: change requires action. It's easy to dream about what we want, to wish for a better future, but it is the daily, consistent actions that transform those dreams into reality. And I know it's not always easy. Sometimes the steps feel small, and sometimes they feel insignificant. But in reality, those small steps are the building blocks of your new life. The key is to keep moving forward, even when you don't see immediate results. Every action, every decision, is a part of the process, even if it feels like nothing is happening on the surface. Just as a plant takes time to grow and break through the soil, so does your vision. The process of becoming the person you want to be takes time, patience, and trust. If you've ever felt stuck, overwhelmed by the weight of your circumstances, or discouraged by setbacks, Know this: every great transformation begins with a thought. The thought that you are worthy. The thought that you can do this. The thought that change is not only possible, but inevitable. Your thoughts have the power to shape your reality. Your thoughts are the blueprint for your life, and you are the architect. And the moment you start to believe in the possibility of a new future, everything begins to shift. But belief alone isn't enough. It has to be followed by action. You must be willing to take steps toward your vision, even when it's uncomfortable, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. The key is to trust yourself, trust the process, and know that each step, no matter how small, is leading you to where you want to go. It's also important to recognize that you don't have to have all the answers right away. The journey will reveal what you need as you go. You don't need to have a clear path from start to finish, you just need to begin. And don't forget the power of gratitude. Gratitude shifts your energy. When you start to focus on what you have right now, instead of what you lack, you begin to attract more of the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. Gratitude opens the door to abundance because it shifts your focus from scarcity to possibility. When you are grateful for the present, you align yourself with the future you want to create. You are not the person you were yesterday. You are not defined by your past, your mistakes, or your struggles. You are the person you choose to become today. And from nothing, you can create something extraordinary. The life you've always dreamed of is waiting for you to claim it. You are the creator, the designer, and the builder of your own reality. And today, right now, is the moment you begin. Take a step forward, believe in yourself, and know that from this moment on, you are starting to create something amazing. Your journey begins now.